that's cool. Anyway, let's do an unboxing and see if this is going to work for my Class A amp. This was probably the cheapest one I could find on AliExpress at $100 shipped. So I'm actually still surprised it actually made it. Okay, so what do we got here? I'm glad this is cut. I don't mind drilling the holes for the speaker terminals and the RCAs, but this one would have been hard to Dremel out. It's nice and clean. Here's our faceplate. Not bad. Comes scratches on the back. Nice and clean on the front. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do. I might end up drilling a hole for a momentary switch, or even oh yeah, I have the VU meters. I could probably put them in there, but I don't know if I got the board for the VU meters, so I don't know if I can use that or not. I don't remember saving the board. Got lost somewhere in the move. Heat sinks, which actually, wow, that is some decent amount of that is pretty thick considering what I paid for it. Wow, that's gonna work pretty good. Nice and chunky. At that price I was thinking these would have been really thin. Just gonna get a lot of decent cooling with those. These are our top plates. Are they vented, or are they just, yeah, they are vented. So there's the bottom. Pre-drilled. So that would go like, yeah, I guess it would. It's going to be a little overhang, I guess. Going by the holes in the bottom, it's there's going to be overhang. But we're going to assemble it really quick anyway, so let's see what we got here. Nicely vented. And this is your mounting hardware. Get your feet and then your screws. Nice machine screws. Sweet. And then your feet. Wow, that was gonna be a pain. Only because there's nuts and bolts. Anyway, this being the bottom, how's this gonna go? Like that. Yeah, so there is a little bit of overhang. That's good. Don't need any special tools. Just our screwdriver. Oops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave these somewhat loose so everything lines up, and then I can just tighten everything down. Dying to see if I can get everything in here. I think I might even have extra room for bigger capacitors, which I'm looking to buy. Besides what? Also, the phono preamp came in. I've been sourcing out a transformer for it. So it's another video. But I want to get this out of the way. Alright. Let's make that the front. Back. Looks pretty good. I don't know why, but I was expecting this to be smaller. Given the price point, $100. I mean, I was lucky if I can get a headphone amplifier out of this thing. This is actually just big enough to properly cool this Class A amp. Now, it comes with feet. Yeah, I'm not even going to put these on. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my own feet on them. These are pretty cheap, and you have to drill holes. If I can drill holes, I might as well put some nice, thick, nice styled ones, nice audio grade. But that looks pretty freaking awesome. Quite happy with that. And like I said, at least now I can choose where I want to put my connectors and my RCAs and everything else. That I don't have a problem with. Let's see what it's going to look like when I put my amps in there. And if we can get a transformer in here. Oh, why is that not coming out? Hello? Am I missing something? Oh, no, I can't see them. I can't see that. Oh, that's weird. Oh, it's just tight. Cool. Alright, so here's our amps. There's one hole in the middle. Even if I was to put them side by side like that, is there enough room? Oh man, it doesn't get better than that. Sweet. Transformer wise, let me find the transformer and see if it'll fit in there. Now, most of the times when you see people designing amps, they have these this way and keep the transformer in the back. I think I should probably do the opposite. Put the transformer right there. And And then we still got to figure out how we're going to get the capacitors in there. This board I made, I might have to redesign it. I think I actually will. I'm going to end up putting the rectifiers mounted to the heatsink on each side, and then we'll have the capacitors mounted there, and there, and made screwed down to the chassis. This was nice for testing, but I'm going to redo it. Yeah, that'll work. Sweet. Doesn't get better than that. It's going to sound sweet. It's going to have a decent amount of cooling. Like I said, I prefer to have these centered when it comes to the heat being drawn away from the heatsink. But these heats are thick enough that it will draw the heat all the way through. I'm not worried about this side being super hot and this side being cold. It's not going to work that way. So this will work. Let me give you a better view. Sweet as that. And like I said, I do have VU meters I can either cut in here or just a single button, but obviously it's got to have something. So it's going to take some drilling. This will work. Also, I'm going to have to source out a clamp for this with the rubber feet, or more, you know, the piece of rubber that goes on the top and bottom to isolate it. I'm not going to screw that down to the bare metal. But yeah, I'm happy with that.